Hello. Superstar Ritu Riva. We also know that today is the birthday of Bhavan, our savior, our king, Bhavan, Raju Burma. So on such a great occasion, please be with us and make this event a memorable one. I am Bhavan.
And I'm Programe. We are delighted to be your host for this event.
Let us begin the program with our national anthem.
Now I'd like to call upon on stage Mr. Sajra Burma, our state coordinator, for the welcome speech.
저도 어러 진이 DISP sponsor ini program yang bagi bela-bela ke hambai cini respected sirs MLA MDC EMs tai joto cini leaders te cini job semua tini om lain karoran ke cini JDIS ni hoite se senran se bagi program sponsor jata tini orang cini senior orang representasi pelbagai kantong cini di WF joto botol yang bagi जों दिननियाव खायसे हादरनि रोजाबनायखौ अननाय मानाय जों दिनै जों जेहेतु ड्राग्सनि एवेरनेस प्रग्राम आपन बागै जोङो चारटा रिहेबनि मेन मासाव फायदा दङ जे रिहेब सेन्टाराव थाङै बय ड्राग्स क्लिनिंआव अजाराव दङ जेम्स फाउन्डेसन हली फाउन्डेसन ते रुपाइन फाउन्डेसन ते आइ फाउन्डेसन फायदा दङ जों बंनिबो जे कक बर'नि लाइनाव सामसाय दं बागै ते नर अजारा नायजि जों नर बिजि दायना जों साला नर जतो प्रग्राम में एंजॉय करती है एवं हमारी कैसे रिक्वेस्ट होने हैं कि डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन करेगी सिटी बहुत सीरियस और बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा करो सो जाते फादानी बोरो बोचनी ओ प्रोग्राम में हमें आगे हिंदी में ऐसा आपने बाकी नो जो तो चिनी यो स्ट्रॉन्ग थानी रिक्वेस्ट होना है कि सब डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन करने बाकी ते जो तो फाइनल होना संत्याइसिंग लेंगे जो तो नो खाका हम ते चिबाया फो ते को बिजी सागला आसे को साइन चिनी त्याइसिंग में होते जो तो नो हम
Thank you, Mr. Ravindra, for your warm welcome speech. Now, I call Sir Malavan Chakrabarti. We have honor to share his informative speech.
But the statistics says Tripura is in a worse condition than Uttar Punjab. How? That's drug, that's, we call it quota, that's all the psychoactive elements and alcohol. So basically what we do is, as a founder member, we work into two segments and we are doing our part in Nashamukh Tripura. One is cure, wherein when people get into drug and they're not been able to come out of addiction, then we treat them because it's a spiritual journey that we follow. And with us, there are another 25 to 26 rehabs that we have along with in Tripura. So the awareness campaign, thank you PISF for arranging such a big event where I can see youth, a hall full of youth who is here to listen to Ritu, the singer who has come here from Arunachal Pradesh. But basically, since it's an awareness campaign, so I'm here to tell you a few things about how addiction comes into your life. Because apparently we think once we start using that particular substance, then we become addicted. But science says, WHO says, addiction is a disease. We must have heard about WHO during COVID, because they were the one who had been sending all the reports across media. So WHO considers the disease of addiction as a disease or an epidemic. Our COVID was considered pandemic. This is also called an epidemic when lakhs of people dies and 1,000 dies daily. But we hardly pay heed to this because apparently after the first or the second or the third use, people do not see us dying. Alright, so basically how it comes in our life, which is very funny as well as very risky too, it comes when we are young. So I can see a house full of youth here, so maybe the talk that I would talk or things that I'll tell you that might encourage you to stay out of it. Because apparently in schools or colleges, we start doing alcohol or we start smoking for the first time or we try out something which is unknown out of inquisitiveness, right? So there could be a birthday party wherein my friends would say, let's get drunk because it's my birthday, right? So for the first time, we get drunk because it's out of inquisitiveness. We want to know how it feels when we get drunk or when we first snort the first heroin or when we first inject. How it feels. We always look for an unknown feelings that the other guy who looks like a cult figure, who does it on a regular basis. So for the first or the second or the third time, maybe it's our inquisitiveness, but how disease of addiction becomes a disease and it captures you wherein you cannot come out of it and you end up dying or in jails or in some institutions. So this is how it is. First, it stays as an inquisitiveness, and the second, you must have, like, if somebody is here who is actually, have tried alcohol or any kind of drugs or any mood altering substance for maybe more than twice or thrice. First, it could be a birthday party, or it could be Durga Puja, Guriya Puja, it could be somebody else's anniversary, it could be a completion of, love anniversary or whatsoever. A function would be there, and then we would plan to get drunk for the first time maybe. But slowly and gradually, people who has the disease of addiction, what happens, we make it our tendency. Like after a few couple of days, there would not be any birthdays, there would not be any functions, there would not be any celebrations, but we would make it a excuse, or maybe no excuse. We make it a point that we get drunk again, or we go get drugged again, right? So thus it comes into our life, and since it's called OCD, it's obsessive compulsive disorder, right? So once you're into this, you become obsessed with the particular choice of substance, or you become, there's a disorder which keeps working in you, wherein you cannot come out of it, right? So it is always better, people who haven't tried alcohol, people who haven't tried drugs, or people who haven't tried any other psychoactive element, it's better to stay off from it. Because in the initial time, it is always fun, because it gives a feeling which is very much unknown, and it also, helps us forget our sorrows, our linguistic stories that we have, or any sadness. But eventually, when you're into it, it is very difficult to come out of it, right? So, drug is something which is the third biggest industry. I'm not sure whether how many of you guys are aware of the same. It is almost a $500 trillion industry in the whole world. So we are not here to stop the peddling, we are not here to stop the smugglers, we are not here to work like police. What we can do is, we can stay out of it. Because after petroleum and arms industry, drug industry is the biggest of all, so it has a lot of money. So there are many people who are not, we are not human being maybe, I would say, they are not human being who are actually peddles things inside the state. So we just have to be our fellow brothers, our fellow sisters, our neighbors. They should not be drugged, or they should not get into a disease of alcohol or disease of drug or whatsoever it is. Right? So what happens in the previous, if I go to a history of drugs, how actually India has become from a corridor to an user. You must have heard about Golden Triangle, 3 countries which is available nearby our country. Golden Triangle and Golden Crescent, wherein it includes Pakistan, Afghanistan and Iran. And the other one is Laos. Then we have Burma and one more country there. These are called Golden Triangle as well as Golden Crescent. But we are aware that we have slowly become injectors when it comes to heroin, and we are actually killing ourselves. So this statistics shows that in Meghalaya, it has the HIV positive patients has increased by 202%. Like in 2010, if there were 1 patient, now we have 202 patients in Meghalaya. And horrendously in Tripura, it has increased by 330.03%. So you can imagine how is it increasing, and how is it circulating, and how is it transmitting into a youth body, right? So we are responsible to save this youth, and all of us who is available here is responsible, right? So we should, like all the stakeholders, I know that in Tripura, many people like Bagra and TISF and many other institutions, many other legal services, recently they have launched Project Mukti as well. We are working, few of us have been working with legal services of Tripura as well. So many of the stakeholders who wants to eradicate drug menace from Tripura, they are working simultaneously but separately. I would urge through this program and the media friends that we have, that all the stakeholders should come forward and work together so that we can actually see a drug-free Tripura soon. Because otherwise, it is not quite possible to, because there is a generation gap. I don't know how seriously you can take it right now, because people who are not into drugs or whose family is not suffering yet, they may think, nothing is happening in my house, nothing is happening in my para, nothing is happening in my relatives, so why should I be bothered about this particular thing? No, this is not should be the motive of you as a human being. We all should be together in order to fight this drug menace of Tripura. Otherwise, we would have a generation gap in near future. Many are already dying, right? So there are many treatment centers who are working very nicely across Tripura. So people who are already into it, let's come out of the stigma that we have, that rehabs are not functional properly. There are many things which keeps on happening in rehab. No. People should be approaching to rehabs, treatment centers. There are spiritual therapies which goes on, and it is possible, because I have been speaking to many drug addicts who are very much into it. I have been working with somebody who has gone to the streets of Bortola, who used to stay in Bortola as well. He has left his house because he was stealing so many things from his house, and then he was chucked out of his house, and then he was staying in one of the bus stands in Agartala. So I've taken him, and then he's there with me. So I get to see, and I also get to hear how a drug addict feels, or how an alcoholic who is chronically abuses alcohol, how they feel, or how I used to feel once upon a time when I was using for the last 14 years maybe. We think that it is not possible to stay clean. But yes, it is possible. As in, we can, even if we are into drugs, there must be friends and families who must be suffering now. So yes, it is possible to stay clean, and it is possible to have a good life, and have a great life wherein there'll be dreams, there'll be studies, and we can actually enlighten ourselves and have a great life ahead. I have a very less time because there are a lot of cultural activities which is coming up, so I was given 10 minutes. I hope you understood, and I hope I could put it across the message right away. I hope you enjoyed the program. Thank you very much, TSA, once again for giving me the chance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech.
Now I'll call upon Kumula Music College students for their cultural dance.
Second row ke first row.
Say.
So और देर ना करते हुए, as we are short on time,
So let's now begin the program and call a very popular and a romantic type singer, Miss Rumi Murasi.
especially sini hatar ni sini belakhe jotoni ni khasuksa Ritu Riva bhaijak nang jotono moni bagai si ta singja jungki se kisa jamnai nang ni bagai so belai ke hanu bhai jotona hambai
Masana ro ramu tungjak bai kha Zora phaya na tawana de baino bilai hambai bini khorang ketui bai ke singno khakchang rama bagai so tabu I'm going to call someone who can make us dance by his voice. Damanik, stage is all yours.
Shadow ya faro hingga kasih kobong mung orang cini narawation balai kino cakra abagai limitation ke kisah tong tholai nai cini tini ni je jodoh selai bokol kai cing itu tomani abang ka Ritu Riva hingga Ritu Riva fai namo bo ekno rocking kai nai hingga jodoh ring serenai fai nai no jodoh no hanya hai kobogo drugs kaisa balai kino hamya cai mani abono jodoh no mak selak thai tangi male cini nahar mong cini tibrashoto fano bahai ke cing kecing pohon tu nai abagai norjodoh koi nai oh hami mane hami orang tu hami kibina bagai tersela na bagai kayak abagai norno koi nai jodoh nono kaham kai nai bagai
Kaya cini pai thai kerja mo, dah maling baik ini. Nol lagi sah hai pai thai kau kisah masari kelamai. Tapi baru cak kerung doktor itu yang sini buku parmida tamu, buku sorgosri tamu. Tapi cini tak kotor Bishnat dah berma tamu. Kaya bom ni kerja mo, nol masuk ke tong thongsa kan kenawai. Thang pun masuk kelas. Tapi baru hop masuk ke tong masuk kan. So cini pai thai kerja mo, kakai nol kena thongsa kan.
Kau
jana.
Kena kena toksok baik ya. Dia berjirik banyak pak asik borok kebang ketik orang ketong.
Belai no hambai bai te dara kaham ke suno khana to ke kan usab ruwei tai suno musare kelang mani bagai.
As we know, time is running out. So now I'll call upon Jampujola group for their dance, and it will be followed by Yapri Bodol.
याब्री थांसा बदल
Pani kesin tabuk hai yabri thansa bodoli mosamno sing enjoy karine dong thong nei pani bal ke pro mosai sing yaba ko len please to jotono no koi nei please jotono no koi nei kisi yaba ko len nei please senior perform kai I musically evening to wait Ritu Riva pani sini tamro no koi nai ojro ayo final bagi they once again sri dini Tripura Hastini Maharaj Saiga Baba Garane Asima Salodini once again jotono tu kai khai yaba ko no koi nei please they awo belakine komthai kotorok sini Tripura Hastino Baba Garabo so hai ke ba royal family sing manai to hai ke ba gana manai to war koi dei usha koi nei jotono yaba ko no koi please bhange pani ye once again sing dauk hai hai Baba Garani Asima Salotui hai ke ba dini je pandalo ajnai TISF hai ke ba dini je panda corporate khai nei sini Tripura Hastini agi sini music industry o ya bisajak dagoda bontai bini palsuni bisiti sing dini Or a special person in our service, you find shop by Jack, Ritu Rubani performance at a day. They coin a Jotono is a rider, Akubi, City Bandan, Buggy, Jotor in Jack, and if I was rusting, City Rastan, Black and Sub, Kuriko, Books in a Hatai, Bukuk, Sorgo City, Tabua, Jotor, Hardly, I'm going to go in a place.
Sekampuna no, or the time at the time, I menai song balik kamera ang kasi ko sa tini jawab anda cengai domani somsa Cini bubak lagi acai mani shano lebih kelaisaku ke bubak ra hansa korang karena ke sini nabi buka balai kesang jago balai kesang jago ke angai joto no parke Cini bubak ra no Hansa korang kai happy birthday ni wish kelai nai joto no parke ang bebangsa joto na ang koy 1, 2, 3 happy birthday Bubakra happy birthday Bubakra belai khatong khaja mango asung aja to pandawar samani jorar sama bagi belai kan hambai Bubakra no khulum ya khare ang sama chengnai athukri kujuk sakani hai belai phimani hai tin chinor shok paija takang bari joriba bonir chapung joto na nai bagi khatong khaja haja ang tak sakang nirsan nai nor nibuskan go nor joto na no logi dicobai nandi joto ni logi nang nai do joto no logi dicobai nang jadi
Kita itu si tag dia gelap. Tahu mana dia apa? Hari kuis hari perang.